Hello everyone, welcome. This is the Soulverse Podcast, episode 21. I am Jessica Delmar. I assist in strengthening your knowledge of who you truly are as a powerful creator being during these powerfully shifting times. In this episode, we are going to be talking about August 2020's Ascension energy and sort of what's going on as we open into August and how we can vibrationally align during this month. We're also going to talk about two powerful themes that came through regarding this month and something that you might go through yourself. But regardless, these are two themes in the collective energy that is opening to call forth your recognition in order for you to integrate stronger alignment. We are also going to present this month's mantra that you can use to help you move through this month. I also created a phone wallpaper that you can download for free over on my website at jessicadelmar.com. I'll put the link in the description. But it's a powerful mantra that you can use and take with you as you move throughout this month. Also in the link over on the blog is the written transmission of this August Ascension energy. So you can go to the blog post, read this transmission, as well as download the free phone mantra wallpaper. So I'm sure many of you guys have already noticed this powerful energy that we sort of opened as we open August and the Lionsgate portal of August. I spoke about this in the last episode and how we're really in this distorted, wonky, warped time portal, if you will. And this is why it's so important to bring yourself back to center, stay centered, find your inner balance, because that will ultimately be the powerful tether that will help you move through this portal with ease and flow rather than resistance. So I'm just going to read through the message of what came through for this August 2020 Ascension energy. Embrace your connection with all. There's nothing external that can tell you what your truth is, but truth can only be found within you. Keep in mind that your truth is going to be and may be different from others' truth. You must know that your reality has been shaped for you to understand and hear what is truth within you. Every low period that you have ever experienced, any struggle, any contrast, any rock bottom that you have hit, has all held a greater purpose, and that greater purpose has been to open your greater understanding of what is truth to you, what is your inner truth. There are bright days ahead, aligned with the vibration of your inner truth, but you must first know what that inner truth is, and what the vibration of your inner truth is, in order to align to the bright days of truth ahead. You are moving quickly through a portal of galactic energy at this time. You call it the Lion's Gate. Guides, guardians, and high-dimensional and high-frequency spirit energy are surrounding many of you in much more clear ways due to the lifting of the veil. It is easier to communicate with your guides and to take a piece of magic from the realms of Gaia. Gaia is beginning to show her true colors, and between the lines of dense fog created by duality energy upon the planet, you will witness rainbows of hope, love, and magic that will confirm your connection to the source within. Do not be afraid to let go of the attachments that hold you to the past or hold you to fear. And don't be afraid to dive headfirst into the current of energy that takes you into the unknown. The now moment is where the mysterious unknown and the magical clarity exist together. The fast-moving portal, which you are currently in as a collective, or the Lion's Gate, is one that opens courage and leaps into the unknown with trust at your back. Trust that the playing out of everything upon Earth Gaia is part of a greater, grander plan put into place years before your soul entered upon the Earth plane. Trust that all playing out is part of your great collective, moving and flowing together rapidly down the currents of this portal. But the energy is like energy spinning down a drain. It may feel chaotic and destructive, but the purpose of this Lion's Gate and the spinning portal of energy that you're moving through is to open integration within you of balancing the scales of justice, truth, and divine order. Use this time to connect to your guides and have them assist you with opening truth, strength, and groundedness in trusting the earth and her way of balancing divine energy. So that's sort of the quick overall energy message of August. And now we want to talk about 2 prominent themes that came through for you to keep in mind during this month of August. And this is part of balancing the energy of August and how you can better find your centeredness, find your inner balance in order to ease and flow through these very powerful currents of what we're moving through energetically. So the first theme or message that wanted to come through more specifically regarding this month is about toxic or unwanted energy. So toxic or unwanted energy is filtering from your experience. So if you find yourself, especially in toxic relationships, there will be massive effort to transmute that energy from unwanted into wanted. Does it mean that you have to cut the person off from your experience completely? Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on what you feel guided to do and how you want to direct the energy. Many people in our lives are there to teach us a greater lesson and to help us to integrate a greater purpose. And if you haven't yet learned the lesson or learned that greater purpose from the other person, and then you cut them off, well then that lesson and purpose will still show up again and again and again until you learn that greater lesson and purpose. And the way that it shows up is maybe going to be in a different form, but the underlying energy will still be the same in terms of trying to get your attention of learning that greater purpose, learning that greater message or lesson. So instead, you can choose to work with the energy presented in front of you at this time in terms of that sort of toxic energy or unwanted energy that may be filtering from your experience at this time. So do this, of course, only if you can, and only if you feel you're not in danger in terms of a toxic relationship, because you can take advantage of this time that we're in right now, this great portal of energy, to really transmute that toxic energy and transmute all of that unwanted energy into wanted and lighter energy. Do this by strengthening your inner empowerment and your ability to use intention to direct your focus, to direct your thoughts and your vibration into what you want. There's also a powerful push towards assisting you in grounding into higher vibrational earth energy. So many times, people who enforce this sort of toxic, recycled energy in physical relationships especially, are holding everyone involved, all the people, including you, in very lower dimensional and lower vibrational grounding energy. So the way that you connect to the earth is therefore cycling in a very lower vibrational way. So you want to lift yourself out of that lower vibrational grounded energy and begin grounding your energy into a higher vibrational earth form. This will assist you not only in sort of shifting your grounding energy from 3D Earth into 5D New Earth, but this simple shift in terms of where you're grounding your energy will powerfully assist you in transmuting the energies that ground you to the earth, such as your relationships. So when you shift and lift your grounding energy from 3D into 5D New Earth, which is simply shifting the way that you ground your energy, when you ground into the earth, for example, how does that feel for you? Bring through high vibrational energy versus any lower vibrational energy that you may be grounding in, such as in your family or relationship units. When you ground into high vibrational New Earth 5D, think of how that family or relationship units or anything else that may be grounding, such as whether it's money, security, where you're living, etc., etc. Think of all of those things in a high vibrational way, or how you would want to transmute and transform those ways of grounding into the earth. So when you do that, you're shifting very powerfully the way that you ground into the earth, which will then therefore shift how your grounding energies will manifest for you in all of these different ways or branches, such as relationships, family, money, where you're living, etc., 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 all those grounding physical manifestations. So that's the first theme that was prominent in terms of coming through for this month of August. The second theme has to do with opening up that truth. No surprise, what we've been talking about in terms of grounding your inner truth and allowing for that to lead you. So this very much ties into the last episode that we put out. So if you haven't yet listened to episode 20, go ahead and listen to episode 20, because we spoke about 4 steps in terms of navigating your reality with your inner compass of truth, frequency, if you will. So that'll help you to better navigate your reality in terms of finding and strengthening your truth in terms of your physical reality, despite all of the illusion and false illusion that appears very strongly at this time in duality. So what came through for the second theme of this month is that ignorance to wholeness is what often grounds a person in duality. So keep that in mind. A person's ignorance to wholeness or unity or oneness is what opens and grounds a person more in duality. Truth energy is opening with this Lionsgate portal, but at the same time, you're also spinning down the drain of colliding energy of duality, essentially. So when truth and false illusion are presented in your reality, it may not seem real, or it may seem distorted and warped. Do not fall prey to lower vibrational things, manipulating the mind into thinking something is good when in your heart you feel that it is not. Trust your inner truth, which is your only guiding light. When you feel you are witnessing sticky energy of truth and illusion mixed together, use your inner compass to peel false illusion away from the truth so that you may see and sense truth stronger in your reality. And again, we talk more about this inner compass in the last episode, episode 20, and 4 steps of how you can navigate this very distorted reality right now with your inner truth so that outer truth can begin showing up for you more and more. Open your perspective of wholeness and oneness, and you will understand that all in your reality is subject to change, and all in your reality is transmutable and layered with both good and bad. And that's what came through for this August 2020 Ascension energy. And now we want to open up the mantra of August that will help to take you through the energy of this month. So as I read this mantra, find stillness and allow yourself to integrate the energy of this August mantra. The wisdom and knowledge I seek is found within me. I am the convergence of all that exists. What I seek, I find. Thank you everyone for listening in. If you're part of our Oneness Soul Group membership, I'm going to be posting 4 additional themes regarding this August energy alignment, more specific to the group energy Thank you again for being here, for listening in, and for all of your support. This podcast can now be found on all podcast platforms. Listen and subscribe on Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and as always, it's available on YouTube as well. Thank you again for being here. I'll see you in the next episode, and remember that all is truly well. Oneness, love, and peace be with you.